Hey guys, AJAX 22 here. Just doing a brief recap on where that 870 project's at. Basically, we're at the point where we need to start acquiring components, or continue to acquire components. I've got a bunch of stuff on order. Trying not to order too terribly much. One of those things where it's kind of difficult to order just the subcomponents of a trigger group, so I'm probably going to wind up having to order another complete trigger group and then swap the parts over from this one onto it to keep that look that we're going for. Yeah, the action tube for this I don't think is a Remington action tube. It fits, it works kinda, but the way it binds, I really think this one might be the Chinese 870 Hawk or Norinco 87 or Interstate 87 or whatever they're calling it. It doesn't quite fit. And the four-end action bar assembly for the folding stock 870 I've got, the one that's known to be off an 870, that one works just fine. So I'm thinking this is actually the wrong component. So I'm going to chuck that into the bin of forgotten extras and see what I can do about scrounging up another one. I'm thinking about switching this bolt out for a blued bolt, an older 1950s 870 blued bolt. I think that once the if we strip the bluing off, it'll match the overall gun patina a little bit. Kind of on the fence about that. We need to come up with four-end wood, the new slide assembly, a whole bunch of internals, but all the internals for the trigger group are going to be solved by getting a new trigger group. I need to come up with a firing pin. Need to come up with, I think I need some form of either some really nice quality beat up stock wood for the back half of this thing, or for what I'm going to use it for, I think a pistol grip, or some sort of top folder, side folder. Haven't really decided yet, but I think it needs a pistol grip stock to be so that it can be used as one of the couch guns. I keep pistol grip shotguns in between the cushions of my couch because it fits quite well with the couch we've got. But I'm one shy of where I'd like to be. Probably going to go run with this follower, not this follower. All the internal electrolysis is done on the subcomponents. The receiver, as you can tell, still needs a lot of love, and I may actually have to fabricate some kind of electrode to go inside there for this. The exterior is great, the interior is not impeding function, but it's crusty. And it's probably going to need some electrolysis and then some mechanical abrasion. Oh, I need to get the trigger pins. That's another one on the list. Have the barrel. It's not pictured here, but I have one. It's a little pretty. If I can find one that's uglier, I'm going to run with it. But it'll work for now. Yeah, all the subcomponents are pretty much done. It's just a matter of finding the ones that are missing. I'm going to have to come up with the little spring that goes inside the 870 receiver and then a staking tool. If any of you guys know where I can actually order that or what it's called, I don't actually know what that is or where to scrounge one up. And help would be appreciated if you guys know where that is. Beyond that, a little bit of a waiting game here. I'm trying to scrounge the parts. As soon as I scrounge the parts, we're going to be doing it. I'm going to start running the 870 receiver through the electrolysis bath again. Some fresh electrolyte and some fresh electrodes. See if we can't by positioning the electrodes or maybe shimming them. If I can get some sort of a bushing to slide inside the barrel, I might be able to stick an electrode inside the receiver, which would be awesome in terms of its ability to strip off the remaining rust off the interior. Be a lot more effective than just trying to, you know, do electrolysis on the inside of a gun, you know, by just having electrodes next to it. That doesn't tend to work very well. Anyway, that's where we're at. So, got some bids on some parts, and we'll see where that comes. If you guys have anything kicking around your junk bins, it would be helpful, particularly 4-end wood. It's really hard to find properly beat up parts, or a barrel, or even a bolt that's like uglier than this one that we could swap out. This one's not bad, but it cleaned up a little, almost a little too nice. Firing pins, action bar. Yeah, trying to find something beat up to work with the gun. Anyway, should have some results here. I'm gonna do the electrolysis, but as far as the components, it's gonna take a couple of days. So I wouldn't expect to see a whole ton of progress on this one. Probably gonna be focusing on some of the other ones that are a little easier to make progress on, and this one will just be getting zapped on the receiver. But really, we just need to acquire some components. Alright, well, I'm starting to repeat myself, so I'll let you go. Have a good one.